We advise if the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good morning, everyone. You're watching the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. Welcome to Pisobilities, live here in GNN. I'm Guita Gopalan from the Kalaika Foundation, your host for today's Pisobilities.
Cash, cold, that's what I need.
The show that discusses your ability to earn and manage your peso and the possibilities of making that same peso work for you, your Pisobilities. Many people go into businesses to make money, to make lots of money by any means necessary. But a new breed of entrepreneurs is rising. People who, through business and making a profit, want to make the world a better place and want to create wealth not only for themselves but for others through social enterprises. Today, we'll learn more about social entrepreneurship, what it is, how it works, and why you should consider it. Social entrepreneurship is no longer just an idea. It is a viable business model for doing and being a good business. To share with us all this information about social entrepreneurship, we are joined today by Ms. Tieza Mica Santos, the Assistant Director of the Ateneo Center for Social Entrepreneurship. So, for our viewers, you can join us in our discussion by sending a question or sharing an opinion by sending your text messages to 0917-853-7333. Please indicate your name and location so we can properly acknowledge you. So, kilalanin muna natin, sino ba si Ms. Tieza Santos? So, hi Tieza, welcome to our show.
Good morning.
Morning. Yeah. So, Tieza, how is it that you came to be in the social entrepreneurship field?
Well, when I was still in college, I've always wanted to do public service work. So I was thinking of joining the government or the nonprofit sector. But at the same time, I was also reflecting about how can you sustain this kind of engagement in doing public outreach. And then I learned about social entrepreneurship, wherein it helps you make your work sustainable, but at the same time allows you to conduct social mission or achieve social objectives.
So para sa mga ano pala to, hindi pwedeng tipong gusto mo lang ng pera. Hindi pwedeng ganon. So kailangan may puso ka rin pala. You need to have a heart for helping others, I guess, no?
Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, is there like a degree in social entrepreneurship that you can take? What kind of, how did you get into this in the first place?
Well, right now, at least in the Philippines, there's no degree on social entrepreneurship yet. There are, for universities, there are curriculum that they offer in terms of electives. In the West, let's say in Europe or in the US, merong mga degrees that offer courses on social entrepreneurship. But among universities, it's really mostly electives, or let's say for MBA schools, there's a specific track that caters to social enterprise. Pero like a specific degree that's existing here in the country, wala pa. Fino-form pa lang siya ng mga universities like where I came from, like in Ateneo.
I see. So this is, as I mentioned, you're the Assistant Director for the Ateneo Center for Social Entrepreneurship. Grabe, ang haba ng title. Ang haba. Ang shortcut, ano yung shortcut nun?
Accent.
Accent.
Yeah.
Accent. Okay. So, kanina I was reading through your CV. Ang dami mo na palang na-accomplish in the field of social entrepreneurship, and you're still so young, no? Maybe we can share something about that to our audience.
Yeah, well, I started working for Ashoka Philippines. It's the world's leading nonprofit organization that supports social enterprises. So when they opened their Philippine office here, I was one of the program officers and working as a consultant. So we were conducting trainings. And then after almost a year serving for Ashoka Philippines, I worked in the US to help some social enterprises there that are mostly youth managed. So right there and there, naging very active na ako. And then after my stint in the US, in Washington, D.C., bumalik ako dito. I work for some research work. And then afterwards, I really decided na I want to plunge deeper into the sector. And then when Asst opened, they got me to work for the center to develop their programs and to come up with yung mga initiatives for the university.
I see. So, this is really something na parang dumating na lang sa Philippines. It's not something na unique dito. Social entrepreneurship?
Yung social enterprise sector kasi it's been there ever since. Hindi pa siguro ako pinapanganak, andyan na siya. Maraming field practitioners who are already doing that, mostly in the non-profit sector, and then some companies doing philanthropy work. But the term in itself, hindi pa siya talaga nabibigyan. Recently lang, mga early 2000 lang, nagkaroon talaga. At least in the country, ngayon lang talaga siya naging familiar, naging popular yung term. Pero in terms of practice, a lot of people have been doing that as early as 70s, as early as 60s. May gumagawa na nun.
Galing pala nun. Siguro for the benefit of our audience, maybe let's define, no? What is social entrepreneurship? So far we know, kailangan mabait ka, di ba? Pero gusto mo kumita. Yun yung basic, no? But like, technically, what is social entrepreneurship?
Basically, the concept of social entrepreneurship tries to marry the sector, the private sector, and the non-profit sector. So, andun yung trying to do social mission or achieving the social impact that you want for, let's say, a specific community or a specific sector, but ensuring that it's sustainable through entrepreneurial practices.
What do you mean by sustainable? Anong sabihin nun?
When you say sustainable, hindi siya yung parang program-based lang na after ng isang, let's say, advocacy, let's say, rally, after nun, wala nang mangyayari.
Yung hindi tipong kagaya ng iba nating mga NGO na nagbigay lang ng livelihood, tapos na. Or nagbigay ng goods, tapos na. Yun yung ayaw natin. Gusto natin patuloy. Parang
for instance, let's say, relief operations, pagka may typhoon.
Yan.
Hindi naman, diba? Hindi naman siya everyday nagbibigay ka ng relief. So for social entrepreneurs, they don't just provide short-term issues. Let's say, eto, yung mga natural calamities. Siyempre, part na ng buhay natin yung natural calamities, yung mga environmental issues. Ang nangyayari is laging relief na lang ng relief yung binibigay natin. But other social entrepreneurs are coming up with ways na we don't have to come up with band-aid solutions. So for instance, may mga social entrepreneurs in South America that are coming up with yung mga floating houses devices na pag nag-flood, kasi acknowledge na nila na flooding part na yun ng
area nila.
So, they came up with sustainable housing projects na gamit nila talagang yung materials, very earth-friendly, eco-friendly, tapos pag lumubog yung area nila, lulutang yung mga houses.
Okay,
tapos,
parang okay yun sa atin dito sa Metro Manila.
Actually, totoo.
Except baka nga lumutang ka, mapadala ka naman sa mga river tsaka ocean. Hindi naman.
Hindi naman. So they configure it in such a way na lulutang lang siya. Tapos andun pa rin yung ilaw, yung access to clean water. So hindi mo na kailangan mag-evacuate, hindi mo na kailangan magbigay ng relief kasi nag-a-adapt siya sa environment.
And this is a business.
Business siya, o kumikita siya kasi they get their profit out of those building houses.
So parang it's a new way of constructing a home or a building. I see. Okay yun So, I guess social entrepreneurship, it's not just about, building a business. It's really also siguro being creative about how your business is and what it serves. Tama ba? So, I guess what is social entrepreneurship not, 'di ba? Kasi parang I've heard of groups na, ito social enterprise kami kasi yung mga trabahador namin, yung mga low-income community dito sa gantong area, nagpo-provide kami ng ganto. I mean, okay na ba yon? Social entrepreneurship ka na ba dahil may trabahador ka na kailangan ng trabaho?
When you say yung social entrepreneurship is not, unang-una hindi siya short-term. Hindi siya yung basta nga, like I said, outreach lang na parang, let's say, magbibigay ka lang ng relief or medical mission. It's embedded within the core of the business.
Okay.
So let's say, for instance, I'm a manufacturing company, food manufacturing company. Gumagawa ako, let's say, ng mga bottled jams, bottled pickles, mga canned goods. Hindi ako basta nagsosource lang sa farmers. I help the farmers improve their productivity and yield. I help the farmers with, let's say, how do they improve their products. Hindi basta order lang ako kay farmer. Tapos, kukuhanin ko yung produce niya, tapos ipaprocess ko, tapos ibibenta ko sa merkado. Yung magandang, from a, let's say, value chain perspective, yung magandang concept ng social entrepreneurship is, if I help the farmers improve their yields based on the product specification, meaning kung gusto ko gaano kabilog yung onion, gaano kalaki yung, gaano kabigat yung timbang ng onion, tinuturo ko sa kanya yung techniques of farming. And then, beyond that techniques and livelihood opportunity, may mga, let's say, programs ako na binibigay sa kanila, let's say health programs, para ma-improve yung working conditions nila. And then, pagkuha ko ng, let's say, onions, ipaprocess ko siya sa plant ko. Yung mga factory workers ko din, may prioritization ako na kailangan decent working conditions din sila. Tapos, yung product that I produce, kailangan healthy din. Hindi basta nag-produce ka lang ng product. And then, I make it affordable to the consumers. So, from a value chain perspective, ganun yung tinitignan.
So,
yung tinitignan namin.
Okay na siya para dun for your raw materials providers. Okay siya for your people in the company, and then okay pa siya for your consumers.
Yes.
So overall, parang you don't want any one of them na dehado. Parang ganon. I see.
Siguro yung a good example na pwede kong ibigay is human nature, for instance. Human nature is working with Gawad Kalinga communities, and what they do is they source yung mga VCO products nila.
So, human nature, sorry, what's their product?
Human nature is a product line of mga cosmetics and beauty products, mga toiletries, shampoo, ganyan. So, di ba ang issue natin ngayon for consumers, yung mga shampoo natin, mga chemicals, for consumers, nagkakaroon sila ng mga skin allergies, skin asthma. So, what Human Nature did was they came up with products, organic beauty products, makeup line, shampoo, and other toiletries, cosmetics. And then they source their main ingredients from Gawad Kalinga communities. So, they train these communities like VCO, sunflower oil, mga essential oil. And then so, yun, may livelihood component ka na-uplift mo yung life ng mga farmers in the Gawad Kalinga communities. They process these products into
higher value,
higher value, and then pero in terms of the quality, hindi ka mag-allergy kasi talagang tried and tested nila na hypoallergenic and eco-friendly siya.
Okay.
And then they make it affordable for consumers.
I see. So I think this is better, no? Because I know like our farmers usually they produce things and then that's all sent to export. We don't do any high value production locally for most of our crops.
Or walang bumibili.
Or walang bumibili. I see. So that's a wonderful example, no? So parang meron na tayong construction example, then we have a body care example.
Yeah.
So I think social entrepreneurship is really varied. Ganon.
Yeah.
I see. So it's not like tied into one sector or one industry. So you can apply it to anything.
Yeah.
So there's so much to talk about, and I think we can delve deeper into this, how businesses can be a good business. Later on, and then haba pa yung usapan natin, no? 1.5 hours pa tayo dito. So, let us, taas po tayo ng konti. Yan, okay, ayun. So, for those of you who would like to join in our discussion, send us your text messages or share an opinion to 0917-853-7333. Please indicate your name and location, and we shall answer some, if not most of them, after we pause for a short break.
Ako si Captain Maynardo Constantino. Isa akong seafarer. I've been at sea for 15 years. I grew up in an island. Mahirap na pamilya, no? Just like everybody. The normal bagoong, asin, hand-to-mouth survival. Siyempre, I would like to have a better life for myself and also for my family.
Ultimate dream ko is, to have my own business. Yan ang ultimate dream ko.
Being able to provide for my family. I don't want to be an employee forever. Yeah.
Magawa ko lahat ng gusto ko nang nakakapaglakad pa ako. Siguro madrive ko yung BMW ko na malinaw pa mata ko o kaya nakakapagmotor pa ako na malakas pa ang tuhod ko.
Dati kotse lang. Pero ngayon, gusto ko yung maging financially free ba?
Marami na ako na-invest na puro nagka-problema ako talaga. Yung totoo nag-problema ako. So, ang daming nasayang. So, kung long term naman tong usapan dito. So, minabuti ko na dito na lang. At least kahit paano, nakaka-attend ako sa mga ganitong seminar niya.
Maging aware ako ngayon na tagal ko na palang nagsisiman, wala akong naiipon. Yung parang hindi mo namamalayan, na pala, pasakay na naman pala dahil wala na eh. Ubus na naman yung kita.
Ako, personally, I think this is a great opportunity to earn and to learn.
Mag-guide ka nila kung paano mag-invest, paano mag-ipon, paano mo mahi-handle yung kinikita mo. Lumilinaw. Kakaroon na ng, kumbaga nakikita ko na yung daan.
Yeah, kumbaga I am on the right path. Marami sila magandang products ino-offer sa amin.
I'm proud to own Chowking, di ba? I'm proud to own a franchise of Chowking because of KSK.
Yung Arum Wine. Isa rin ako sa mga investor na. Sa LED, may kontrata na kagad. 2012. Kita na, kumbaga.
Nakita ko yung mga ventures na ginagawa ng KSK.
Ito, may-ari ka pala ng bangko. Hindi ba ang sarap pakinggan doon?
I really believe na kapag nagsama-sama yung mga tao, may kalalabasan ng maganda.
Nakita ko na naumpisahan na siya eh. Unti-unti na lang. Kailangan na lang ng kooperasyon ng mga member. Co-op siya eh. Hindi siya tatayo na yung mga members, ilang members lang. Kailangan lahat mag-participate.
Member kayo ng KSK, so sa inyo itong mga business na to.
Nakatuon sila sa mga members. Hindi ka lang basta-basta magpuput up ng money. Bibigyan ka nila ng knowledge about sa papasukin mo. Yun ang kagandahan dun para sa akin.
Walang loss eh. Tapos in the long run, alam mo na may income.
Ang big question kasi dito is the trust.
You trust KSK,
Proud to say, I trust KSK.
With KSK, I'm looking forward talaga. Yung girlfriend ko, yun ang sinasama ko ngayon dito.
Sabi nga nila ng una, by word of mouth lang nung una. Eh nung ngayon, talagang nakikita nila may resulta na.
Sincere opportunity. Napakagandang opportunity for financial independence na target. No? Kung meron kang dream of being financially independent in the future, syempre.
Di ko sinasabi sa'yo na magkakakotse ka next year o magkakakondo ka next year. Di ko sinasabing magkaka-house and lot ka na may swimming pool at sariling bakuran o magiging manager ka ng sarili mong fast food restaurant. Di ko sinasabing makakapag-European tour kayo ni Mrs. next month o mapapag-aral si Bunso sa UP at si Kuya sa Ateneo sa susunod na pasukan. Di ko sinasabi ang lahat ng ito para bulahin ka na maraming pwedeng mangyari sa buhay mo bukod sa kung ano ang meron ka ngayon. Ang sinasabi ko lang, walang mangyayari kung manonood ka lang. Tawag ka o text mo kami o i-click mo ito www.kskcoop.com. Sabi ko sa'yo, posible ang mga ito.
Bawat
buhay, marami ka pa na. Maraming gastos. Gastos dito, gastos doon. Halos walang maipon.
Buti na lang Pag-ibig member ako. Nakakuha ko ng educational loan sa multipurpose loan. Totoo yan. Ilang taon pa lang ako member, pero nung nagipit ako, sinagip kami ng educational loan ng Pag-ibig. Kaya hindi natigil ang pag-aaral ng anak ko.
Sa Pag-ibig, ang pinaghirapan may katuparan.